Hi everyone. My positivity project for today is going to focus on a concept I've been thinking about for a while that I'm calling positivity ripples. And this is something certainly not an original concept of mine, but just kind of a way I've kind of framed it and simplified it in my mind that hopefully will help you too. So we all know that the world is made of energy and there's tons of energy out there, and just even dealing with the law of attraction, what they say you attract into your life is stuff that is on a similar energy to you. So if you're in a positive mindset, that you're vibrating on a different level than if you were in a negative mindset, and you're attracting things vibrating on the same level. Essentially, that's the simplified version of the law of attraction. But honestly, we do know, even if whether you believe that or not, that energy has feelings and does attract certain things around us and influences the environment we're in. And you know that just by sitting in a room when somebody's upset or angry, or versus sitting in a room when somebody's really happy and excited. You can feel that. You can feel a difference. And I think negative energy, if you see somebody out on the street and let's say that looks like somebody that's totally grumpy or hasn't had their coffee and is just kind of grumbling to themselves, I think oftentimes the way we react to that is kind of what influences how that energy carries on. So you might see somebody like that and think, oh, the world is full of so much stress or so many negative people, or just have kind of feed off of their negative energy. Or you could choose to say, wow, I'm glad I'm having so much better of a day than that guy, and I'm going to appreciate it even more because of that. So I think, like I said, how we react to it tends to be how the energy continues on after. But with positive energy, I tend to think that, it has more, it still comes down to a reaction, but I think it tends to be much more likely that it's going to have a positive reaction no matter what. So when you see somebody smile on the street, let's say you're walking on the street, and it doesn't matter how bad your day is. If I see somebody walking at me and they have this big smile, like, hey, how are you doing? You can't help but smile. You get that good feeling inside. Or even if you're having trouble mustering a smile yourself because you've had such a terrible day, it affects you positively. I think that, that carries on. And so that's why I call it kind of positivity ripples and what you're carrying on. So, even when let's say when you're in traffic and you're stuck behind somebody going really slow, or somebody cut you off, we all have a tendency to make a bigger deal about it than we probably would if we were talking to their faces. Oftentimes they're like, that idiot, and I think, again, we may think that person doesn't see or hear us or feel what we're thinking, but I don't know that that's necessarily true. I mean, oftentimes, I'm sure you've encountered somebody that maybe you accidentally cut off, that was, flipping you off, or you can see them cursing at you from behind. And, it definitely gives you just that bad feeling, and I think other drivers around see it. And even if there's nobody else around, the person doesn't see it, I still think it affects the energy that goes into the universe. I think everything comes down to what we're putting out. And I think that to react positively when somebody cuts you off, and to say, either justify it to yourself, they were in a hurry, maybe a loved one is sick, something like that, or to just say, whatever their reason, I'm blessing them and sending them on their way, it's out of my mind. I think you're creating a positive energy there, and that creation is very powerful. I think that's, again, where I talk about the positivity ripples. It is a form of creation. Even if nobody sees it, nobody feels it, it's there in the universe. And there's, I would love for the world, hopefully it already is, to be at a point where there's a lot more positive energy than negative energy. And I think positive energy is a lot more powerful too. So what I've been trying to do in an effort to put more positive energy out there than negative energy is, when I go on my runs, I try to smile, genuinely smile, not just like a hey, really big, almost probably goofy looking smile at everyone I pass. And not everyone smiles back. Some people don't even see me. I think some people, it doesn't register, but more often than not, they do. And it makes me happy to feel like I'm making them happy. But I think even the people that don't, I think it'd be hard to say that they're not positively affected by that, you know, even if they don't react right away, or even if they think it's a little weird. I think that, you know, that still carries with them in a positive way. And this is something I've done since I was a little kid when we used to go up to Ohiopyle to go bike riding. Everybody says hi like that there. You know, it's very common to, you know, hi, how are you? You know, and it's such a good feeling. I think that was part of the reason I loved bike riding up there. So my vision for the world is, imagine how great it would be if everybody you passed smiled at you, sent good energy your way, gave you a blessing to send you on your day. What would that feel like? It would be incredible. I think everybody would just get along so much better, and just everyone would live happier lives. So that is my mission. I'm about to go out on a run right now to do the same. Again, I think this is something you can do even just walking down the street, just with anybody you encounter during the day at work. You know, the more positive energy you put out there, you're working towards that vision of a better world. You're creating more positive energy. And so my personal mission is to put as much positive energy out there as I possibly can, and to hopefully inspire others to do the same. So think about the ripples you're putting out there today, and remember that even if nobody sees you in your car, when somebody cuts you off and you say, I'm bless them, I wish them nothing but the best, even if nobody sees that or hears that, remember that you are doing something good. You're creating positive energy to go into the world, and you're helping to create that ultimate ideal situation where the world is just full of positive energy and everyone reacting that way. So keep up the good work, even if you don't think it's recognized.